Okay, today we just need hand weights. So just grab those. It is mainly for upper body, so whatever might be appropriate for upper body weights, probably around 5 pounds. Should be good for most people. All right, so what we're gonna start with is some side shuffling. So we're gonna get the major muscle groups, the bigger muscle groups, I guess I should say, kind of warmed up in a side shuffle. So in our side shuffle, we just kind of hinge the hips back, soft bend in the knees. We're gonna try to keep those toes facing forward and travel. And so it's okay if you're off camera, just use the space that you have. Maybe that's 3 steps each direction, maybe it's 10, whatever you can do. We're just gonna kind of maintain that lower hinge, soft bend in the knees. Try to keep those toes facing forward and just move at a pace that's good for you. We're gonna be here for a total of a minute. Go ahead and start if you haven't yet. Hey Kim, when you get the chance, will you adjust your camera down a little bit more? Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. All right, should be feeling those legs warming up. Heart rate up a little bit. Three, two, one. Good. Let's come down to the floor. We're going to move into crisscross bicycle. So right into abs. Crisscross bicycle, we keep the low back down. Opposite elbow towards the opposite knee. Try and get those shoulder blades up off the ground. If you need to modify, just do the legs. Ready, begin. Slower is better. Keep a breathing rhythm. Practice that rotation of the upper body the best you can. The hands are supporting your head and neck. Five, four, three, two, one. Good. More abs. We're going to go into either plank or what's called a Spider-Man plank. So Spider-Man plank, it's a little easier to do it on your hands. And we're going to take the same elbow, or same knee to same elbow. So it's kind of like a wide swoop to the side. And if you can connect, awesome. If you're just kind of reaching for it, great. Again, just holding plank maybe on your elbows is completely fine. Otherwise, advance it. In our Spider-Man plank, you're going to feel those obliques crunch. 30 seconds here. Ready? Begin. Try to keep those hands directly underneath the chest or shoulders. You're going to be able to reach those elbows easier that way too. Five, four, three, two, one, rest. Good. Good amount of abs there. All right, let's go back to our side shuffle. So just begin whenever you're ready. Side shuffle, we're just staying a little bit low. Keep your hips facing forward, toes facing forward. Working inner and outer thighs, a little bit of glutes, a little bit of quads. You can keep those abs on. Looks like everybody's able to keep those toes forward. Good. It takes some concentration. It also works your hips differently. So that's on purpose. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, that's another minute down. Let's go into crisscross bicycle abs. So opposite elbow to knee, ready, begin. Pace looks good, nice job. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. And we're going into our plank or our Spider-Man plank. Spider-Man plank is more advanced. It's going to really get into these sides. In 2, 1, begin. Breathing with it. Exhale if you're tucking that knee. Inhale to take that foot back and just moving with that natural breath rhythm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. And then round 2. Take a breather. Water if you need it. And coming back for third round. So we're going to go back into our shuffle side to side. Maybe for third round, you just get a little bit lower. All right, if it's good for you, if you can maintain it, no pain, let's go for it. Ready, begin. So keeping those toes facing forward. Guys, look good. Try to maintain that low position that you started with. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, good. And back down to our abs. Crisscross bicycle, third time. Third and final. Into 1, begin. And this is slow. Slower is better. We have more control. We can feel what we're working. Three, 2, 1. All right, 30 seconds and plank. Listen to your body. 30 seconds of work. 2, 1, begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. All right, and done with that sequence. Julie, your internet must be going in and out a little bit. Are you catching everything? Okay. All right, good. Okay, nice work there, guys. Just take a breather, and then we're moving into something new. So, again, we'll be starting with more of the bigger muscle groups, major muscle groups, working the whole body in an inchworm. So we're getting that heart rate up again. I'll demonstrate an inchworm. You're going to try to keep your legs as straight as you can for as long as you can as you reach down, connect with the ground, walk it out. Intentionally find your plank. So you're going to squeeze your abs and your glutes, and then you're going to walk it back. Try to straighten those legs out as much as you can. You can stand up from here if you choose to, or you just stay down and keep walking out. If this is not a good fit for you, just go into like a cat-cow or a child's pose, okay? Ready and begin. 40 seconds on the clock, moving slow. Stay very intentional with what you're doing. Five more seconds. And rest. Good. Should have gotten that heart rate back up again. Now we're going to come down for abs. So we're going to lay down on our back. And we're going to anchor our arms down. So this is just kind of helping to keep, our upper body down, low back down. And we're going to take the legs into tabletop. So this is level 1, tabletop. Level 2 is straighter legs. And what you're going to do is you're going to draw circles on the ceiling with your toes or your knees, anchoring your low back to the floor the whole time. The bigger the circles that you make, the harder it's going to be. All right, good. Begin. So you are creating work for the core as it tries to stay planted down to the floor. So that low back is not going to lift. You're not going to shimmy around with your upper body. Switch direction of your circles. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Everybody feel your abs do that work there? That anchoring, that stability? Okay, good. Good. Okay, next we're going to roll onto your stomach. So this is going to be a swimming Superman. Swimming Superman, we're looking down at the floor, abs are engaged, and we work the whole backside of the body. Arms and legs are reaching away from each other. Opposite arm and leg will lift slightly, and then we kind of just get into this pattern. So this is called swimming in Superman. We'll be here for 30 seconds. Remember to breathe here. Do relax your neck. 2, 1, we're on. Slow and steady movement. You've got your pattern, you've got your breathing. So many muscles on the backside of this body. Working with them. Working with gravity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And rest. Good job. Feel free to go into a child's pose if you need it, just for a moment. And then we're going to come back up to standing, and we'll move back into our inchworms. Moving at your own pace here. Ready, begin. Find that plank. Feel that stretch in the legs. That's a good thing. Active stretch for those legs. We're really working upper body and abs, stretching the legs at the same time. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice job. We'll come back down onto your back. So we have our leg circles. Level 1, just keep those knees bent. So you'll kind of think of circling with the knees, drawing on the ceiling. Otherwise, you're drawing with your toes on the ceiling. Anchor everything down, strong, stable. Here we go. Circles. Just kind of keep those arms open, pinned down. Slow, relaxing breaths, just kind of going with the circle. Inhale on one side, exhale on the other side. Brace and strengthen those abs. Switch direction of your circles. Keep the same breathing. Try to relax your legs. This is not leg work. This is isolated to the abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Very good. I like that. Some of you were making really large circles, which is great because that means that you have the strength behind the exercise to keep that low back planted down, abs doing the job. All right, let's roll over onto your stomach. We're back into our swimming Superman. This is 30 seconds long. I really do want you to just move slow, take a rest if you need to, come back. So just making sure that it's good quality movement. Take that rest if you need it. It's not mandatory. Ready, and we're on. 30 seconds. Concentrate on the breathing. Long, relaxed neck. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and child's pose if that feels good, and then grab some water. How are you guys doing? Good, good. I love all the thumbs up. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's get back to our inchworms. All right, our third round. Just keeping everything slow, intentional, in control. Ready, begin. Doing great. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Good. Kim, I like what you did there. That's just listening to your body. That was right on. All right, let's go back to our leg circles for core work. All right, we anchor the back side down. So that's upper back, mid back, low back. It will not move. And create those circles. Here we go. as big or as small as you need them to be to feel challenged and in control. So what we're doing here is we're wanting to make sure that belly button stays down towards the spine. So when our legs lower, if we don't have good core control, our abs will kind of like pop up. That's not the kind of core support or the core look that we really want. We want that more like that corset. It's pulled in, it's supportive. Switch direction of your circles. Right, so just kind of making sure that those abs stay pulled down. They're strong and pulled down, not sucked in, just strong and pulled down. They're not popping up. They're able to maintain their job throughout the time here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. And our last one of this sequence is on your stomach. Swimming Superman. 2, 1, we're on. Moving opposites. This is a form of cross patterning. You can do this one a little faster as long as you have control. I like to just go slow and just be really intentional with the lift and the reach. 2, 1, and done. Good. Another child's pose, cat-cow, just in case you need it. And then we'll just take a little breather before our next sequence. So our theme is our very first exercise is more aerobic, bigger muscle groups, trying to get the heart rate up a little bit. So we'll go back to that in our very first exercise of this next sequence. It's going to be a squat, and then we're going to back lunge. You're going to come back to a squat, and then the other leg will lunge, okay? So a little bit of a pattern to really pay attention to. And this is just timed. Again, move at your own pace. If, for whatever reason, maybe the lunges don't feel like a good fit for today, you're just going to continue to do the squats then, something like that. If you really need to mix this all together, go into some bridging. All right, ready? Begin. Always coming back to a squat before you lunge again. This does kind of challenge you with your center of gravity a little bit. So as you come back to your squat, make sure you're about hip width to shoulder width apart with your feet. And when you go into your squat, you have a little bit more weight in your heels. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. I'd say that did it. Raise that heart rate a little bit. Let's grab our hand weights. We're going to go into a bent over row. Hinging, support with our abs. Keep the neck long. Begin when you're ready. I think of pulling the bottom of my shoulder blades together. This helps keep my neck long, shoulders down, concentrating on the right muscle groups. Keep breathing, create that rhythm. 2, 1, and rest. Good. Now we're going to do an upright row. The weights will kind of come together in the front. Keep the weights close to your body. We zip up, shoulders stay down, elbows go wide, and then back down. Okay, so there's no shrugging here of the shoulders. We don't want to pull with those traps. We pull with the shoulders, and you kind of feel the work go down the arm into the biceps a little bit. But this is a great shoulder workout, shoulder shaper. Good. So I'm just watching to make sure those shoulders don't go up with those weights. You guys are looking good. Should just be feeling those shoulders. Shoulder muscles. And 2, 1, and rest. And let's come down to the floor with our weights. We're going to do a combo of a chest fly and pull over. So knees will be bent. We do want to anchor that low back to the floor. So chest fly, I'm just going to kind of tap my elbows to the floor, bring it back up to the ceiling. Keep those abs on, lengthen behind, pull it back up to the ceiling. Okay, so shoulders will stay packed into the body the whole time, okay? So down towards your hips. So moving slow between these two, chest fly and lat pull over. Move slow. Pay attention to how your shoulders are feeling. We don't want to strain them. Adjust the weights if you need to. Adjust your range of motion if you need to. Gary, let's bend those knees just to give your low back some support on the floor. Yeah, good. Because these abs are on. They're on a little bit. They're going to keep that low back down. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, we can put those weights down. We're going to come onto the hands and knees. Working into the lower half on the hands and knees. You can also go down to your elbows if you just need some wrist relief. And we're going to go into leg lifts here. So we're just going to extend one leg. I'm flexing the foot. So I'm kind of thinking of lengthening through my heel. And I'm just going to go up and down. So I'll tap my toe, squeeze up. Tap my toe, squeeze up. So the squeeze is the cheek of that leg that's lifting. And we also have our abs on from the bottom. So our low back is not moving around. It's locked in. Yeah, go ahead and start when you're ready. And I would just suggest looking down at the floor between your hands, just giving your neck a neutral position. And put that concentration on that single cheek, squeezing to lift the leg, and those abs are turned on, supporting the low back. Three, 2, 1. All right, good. Let's just switch. Keep those abs on. Flex the foot of the other leg. Here we go, up and down. So just notice that there's no momentum happening here. This is all muscle. This is control. So that leg's just not flipping up there. The back isn't moving around with the leg. You guys are doing a great job at that. Just slow, steady, controlled, intentional work. Three, 2, 1. All right, that is good. First round down. Everybody feeling okay? All right, because we have 2 more rounds like this. So let's go back to our squat, lunge, squat, lunge. You're going to move at your own pace. It's okay to modify a little bit. Maybe just do the squats. I am putting a full minute on the clock. Ready, begin. Pace is good. Ten seconds. Tune into your breathing. Keep it restorative, not stressful. 2, 1. Nice job. Let's pick up our weights. Moving into rowing. We're going to go into our hinge. Exhale, row up. Inhale, let out. Here we go. Squeeze the bottom of your shoulder blades together. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Nice job. Now we stand up, lock in our posture so the core is active, and we're going to upright row. Begin. I exhale up, inhale down, and just moving naturally with that rhythm. And 3, 2, 1. Good, and on your back. Now we have our combination, chest work and lat work. So we've got our chest fly and our lat pullover. Knees are bent, push that low back into the floor, so that's going to activate your abs a little bit. And then just begin when you're ready. We're going to open out. So I'll inhale here, exhale, close to the ceiling. Inhale back. Exhale, up to the ceiling. If you can, you take those inhales through your nose, if you can, and then you exhale out through your lips. So again, this has a very nice restorative response for the body. Exercise is stress to the body, so we want to make sure that we are letting our body know that we're not actually in a stress state. We're just working intentionally, right? Like we want to be here. So by setting your breathing intentionally, we can help our nervous system stay calm. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And we're back to hands and knees. We're going to work into that single glute in the leg lifts. All right, pick a leg, flex the foot. We're going to lead with the heel. So the heel goes up and you kind of reach out through the heel at the top as you flex into your cheek. And abs are on a little bit, just kind of giving some support. 3, 2, 1. And we switch. Keep those abs. Flex the foot to the leg. Here we go. Just looking down between your hands. Long neutral neck. Feeling that cheek by now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End of round 2. You guys are looking good. Take a breather. Okay, we're coming back into our third round. So when you're ready, we're coming back into our standing position. We're going to have a minute on the clock. Squat, lunge, repeat. Keep it at a pace that you can maintain, but still feel a little challenged by, all right? Ready? Here we go. You guys look good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And back to our arm work. Grab your hand weights. Let's roll those shoulders open. Abs on. Hinge. Begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand tall. Abs are still on. Upright row. Feeling that muscle in the shoulders, but avoiding the muscle that's at the base of the shoulders and the neck. So that's your upper traps. We're really trying to not activate those. And rest. Bring it down to the floor for our combo. Abs are on. Weights start at the ceiling. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhale to lengthen back. Exhale to lift back up. And we're just moving in this natural way of breathing, matching our movement to the breathing, keeping those abs on the whole time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And weights go down, and we are into our last exercise. We're on our hands and knees for our leg lift. Maybe switch the leg that you're going to start on if you haven't done that yet. Abs on, foot flexed, begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch out. Begin as soon as you're ready. We are almost done. Last 40 seconds of work. Release your neck. Equal weight between your hands. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. Great work. Let's finish out with our breathing exercise, and then we're going to go into our gratitude practice. So just get comfortable. You can stay seated or lay on the floor, whatever you want to do. We're going to go into our breathing first. So kind of already what I was saying, where we want restorative breathing to be able to keep that nervous system in a relaxed state. We take a nice big inhale. We fill up our diaphragm, and then that exhale is slow. So try to go twice as long in your exhale as your inhale. And now we'll spend a minute in gratitude. And that's a minute in gratitude. Feel free to stay here longer if you'd like, or you can move into some stretches if you need some stretches, or you can go off and with the rest of your day.